Okay, at the bottom of Airship Trail, we're gonna take a left and go out Shelter Rock Trail. Really glad that I came here today. I needed a day like this where I can just be chill, but yet have some fun, explore places I haven't been before without being overwhelmed. It's beautiful here. The waterfalls were worth the trip. Seeing the airstrip was worth it. I would probably rate this trail intermediate. Have fun. Beginner, challenging, especially these climbs. However, because they are on these slabs, a beginner could try it. Intermediate can get the workout. In a couple months, when I get my fitness back, I should be able to blast up it, but even if you're a beginner, don't be afraid to walk the sections like this that you can't make, and don't be afraid of not making sections. Like, I don't know if I can make this right here. I don't know the line. The easy way looks like this outside line. Spin up the pedals and push through it. Whew. All right, at this intersection, I'm gonna be taking a left. And then I need to go back to the van. And I need to go back to the van and fix my derailleur. If I push down on the battery, it will engage, so that tells me it's the pins. All right, that short climb up Shoals Trail is gonna make me, I came right up here, right from us, and we're gonna take a right and go down Laurel Ridge Trail. And I went ahead and had to hold my battery down to shift into a harder gear because, all right, it says it's a black diamond. Maybe it's just black diamond because of the climb. Not sure. We'll find out. All right, carrying a little bit of good speed here. Nice and flowy. Look at this berm. Slap the whoop. Oh, there's a big creek down there. I can see it. Sorry, I get sidetracked on stuff like that. Like off in the distance, I can see that creek. And this time of year, I love that because where the leaves are off the trees, you can see everything. All right. Now, I know that I've had a lot of problems with my derailleur today, but I'm going to go ahead and say I've been running the wireless derailleurs for a while now. And this is probably the first time I've actually had an issue with it that couldn't be resolved trailside. Should be able to fix it pretty easily. All right, that was it. Now we're gonna take a left and go back out to the van. I'll see you in the parking lot. I said I would see you in the parking lot, but I forgot that creek that I was talking about. I forgot I actually have to cross that. So you might as well join me while I navigate this slick creek. And now that I've been through it, I know that it is slick, but the water is not as deep as what I thought it was gonna be. The problem is, I need to change gears. All right, hopefully that's easy enough. I don't want a hard gear. I'll put my seat down just a little bit. And just take it slow. Right here is the part that I'm worried about the most because it's like a little bit of a drop off. Oh, I got my feet wet. Oh, I did not want to do that. Oh, I did not want to get my feet wet. Dang it. Oh, they are sopped. All right. Now, that sucks. Luckily, I do have more shoes in the van, so I'm not like out. I did learn my lesson. Actually, the first time that I ever came here because of a creek crossing like that, to have 2 pairs of mountain biking shoes on every trip. I forgot about this burnt mountain trail That was one of the original ones I wanted to take. And now that I know it loops back around to where I'm going, it's 2.1 miles. It does say it's a black. I am hoping to bring you more content like this where I can break it down on individual trails, bring you along with me, and hopefully it inspires you to go to some of the places that I have been like this. So anyway, that's why I'm bringing you along. Like, this is kind of for everybody. This is for intermediate riders, advanced riders, beginners. Like, I think Dupont is a good place to start. And you know, like, what is it that we would consider a beginner rider? I am not going to consider a beginner rider someone that just picked up a mountain bike for the first time ever and they've ridden a couple of times. I think that's someone that's trying it out. I think once you're past the trying out phase and you've been riding for a few months and you've gotten your toes wet on some trails and you're looking to expand that, I think you're the beginner rider. Intermediate, I think you can get past the beginner stage pretty quickly to the intermediate stage. And I think that's the biggest stage for most of us that you stay in for a long time. There's a big spectrum on it. I don't necessarily think skill level is the only thing that determines what level that you're on. That's my own personal perspective. I don't have a scientific thing behind that. There's no data. I wouldn't consider it about how good you are at a skill versus like your experience on the bike lends itself to that, regardless. Of course, it's not shifting. The shifter was working. Anyway, like, I think what makes you an expert is knowing what to do in situations. And I don't necessarily think that the levels of rider is a club that we need to join. It's a matter of perspective. I mean, what are your thoughts? Who do you think the beginner is? What do you think the criteria is for the middle ground of what people refer to as the intermediate rider? And what do you consider an expert rider? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Again, I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. I don't think what I'm saying is necessarily right. It's just my own personal opinion. And I'm not judging anybody. I have as much fun riding with someone who just started riding mountain bikes as I do with someone who's a professional. And I ride with professionals, people that like actually get paid, or you know, you see them at the contests. I ride with those guys. Oh gosh, I'm in a hard gear. Oh, come on, shift. It could be the battery in the pod, actually. All right, so we're gonna have to ride like this. I bet it's this battery. I'm in a pretty hard gear to pedal, and I'm going uphill. So, but this will help make me stronger, for sure. Whew. All right, I'm gonna have to get up and walk for a minute. Okay, so I walked a fair amount up. Oh gosh, they're still going up. I was hoping we're gonna hit the down now. So I'm gonna keep walking until I get to the downhill part, or at least a flatter part. All right, so here is the mistake that I made on this trail. And it's been uphill the whole entire time. So my take on that is probably rode this trail backwards, but I'm just gonna be blunt with you. So far, I am way more than halfway. I'm about 3/4 of the way from what would be the exit of the trail. And it's just been nothing but uphill. So absolutely, when I come back here, I'm going to ride it the right way. So we're gonna do that next time. And I am coming back here. Oh yeah, this is fun. All right, Pick your line, pick your line. Where do we go? Where do we go? All right, we can just go here. Nice. Pick your lines. Okay, oh, this is why it's a black diamond. Oh, that's fun. Definitely, I don't think that I would actually be able to climb that, but I would try. It's a pretty gnarly climb. Try to keep myself in check, since I've never ridden this trail. All right, that was it. Burnt Mountain Trail. Next time I'll climb up that part, even if I got to walk it and do the longer descent.